You're listening to Mondo Cool, the only Dragon Ball movie podcast that gives you a Zenkai boost.
That's right, boys. Mondo Cool.
What's up, Dragon Ball? It's time for Mondo Cool, this monthly podcast where we watch Dragon Ball movies that sometimes are ranked in order of when we watch them. I'm your host, KZ, of KZExcellent.com, and with me, as always, are the biggest and smartest Dragon Ball super fans I know, like Dan and Bob Video Games from GigaBoots.com.
I accept half of that compliment.
What's up, everybody?
And, of course, Mr. Feel from Twitter.com.
I'm the ultimate Dragon Ball fan.
Yeah.
Z?
Yeah, you are. As you know, in this podcast, we watch a Dragon Ball OVA special movie, one of those types of things. We sit down and give you our thoughts on it. But if you want to get this thing early, and by early I mean a week early, Mr. Feel can tell you exactly how you can do that.
If you would like to get Mondo Cool a week early, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/gbpodcasts. Not only will you get Mondo Cool a week early, you will also get access to commentary tracks for Cursed Content Club, a entirely unique monthly show that only patrons get, and extras for Armchair Devs. That's patreon.com/gbpodcasts.
And of course, we've got a very exciting film that we watched this time. It is the third original Dragon Ball film, and it is Dragon Ball Mystical Adventure. Or as it's called in Japanese,
Dragon Boru Makafushigi Daiboken.
Oh man, I love a Makafushigi.
Fushigi Yugi's really good. Yeah.
So, as we've established from the previous episode, I give the power to Dan to help us get the broad strokes of this film that we watched.
In Dragon Ball 3 Mystical Adventure, you have multiple arcs crushed into a compact cube of narrative that is 45 minutes long. In it, you see a tournament with no structure. You see a crossover with Dr. Slump. You see a really cool dude show up and get fucking off 10 seconds later. This movie is basically a trash compactor for narrative.
This movie was a fucking disaster.
I've never seen Cliff Notes animated before in my life.
I took notes. I took notes for this movie. I would like to read the first two notes.
Okay, go ahead.
Rut Row, Pilaf Gang. Next note, never mind.
Yeah, they didn't show up again after that first instance at all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like this movie is so fucking bad. Because this is the first one where every single thing is from Dragon Ball. There's no original content.
Well, there's reworked content.
It's definitely got some original things occurring. Animation.
There's no original characters or anything. So many characters show up for 30 seconds to go, remember me from the anime, and then leave.
I don't know what you're talking about. The Dr. Slump crossover was very well integrated into the plot.
Not just that, but Colonel Blue, who the entire point of that character is that he's hard for Goku to beat, and then Mercenary Tao owns him. In this, he never meets Goku. He just dies immediately, like 5 minutes in.
The exact same way.
Yeah, the exact same way.
Yeah, he just had to be there.
That was in my third note, which is Mercenary Tao is fucking raw.
Yeah, Colonel Blue seems really cool. They build him up in like 3 scenes, and then eventually he enters the main court with Chaozu and Tien, or as the subtitle said, 10. And that's what I'm going to say from now on. No, just 10. I'm just going to say 10. So Chaozu and 10 are there, and they're trying to be sold on a really bad plan from General Tao, and Blue shows up and Blue's like, he's going to betray you. Fuck this guy. Am I right? And then he gets fucking murdered instantly. And I was really sad. I wanted to see more of him in the film. Fuck him. He's dead.
Those two scenes were back to back.
See, we killed him. Now we seem even more trustworthy. He's like, yeah, I guess so.
I know, right?
Yeah, this hardly makes any sense. Like,
imagine
them
you
trying to compact 50 episodes of anime.
This is
into
like
45 minutes.
It's like if somebody read Cliff Notes while smashed out of their fucking gourd and then had to animate it the next day.
I forgot that the main villain here was a character in the original Dragon Ball.
Tao?
Not Tao, the
Crane?
Yeah, Crane.
the Crane Hermit, Master Shin.
Really?
Yeah. I blanked on him. I remembered like halfway through the special, I was like, wait, he's not new either. Nothing's new.
Yeah, no, he's a ridiculous asshole.
Yeah, he
is
doesn't
new.
really do much in the actual series. He's just like, get him, Tien.
But
And even with that, I was optimistic until we cut to the plane of unnecessary characters.
I have it right here. Useless character plane returns. Fuck this.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was fine with the plane full of characters trying to get the Dragon Balls. It was whatever.
They had a cool fight.
Yeah, I felt they were more integral to this plot than they were the last one.
That is true.
That's true.
They
and
brought a
not
lot
saying
of
much.
things back, including the incredibly bad voice actor for young Goku.
I think you mean delightful.
Yeah, I think you mean Lost.
Delightfully terrible, yeah.
Hey, you better fucking stop. I'll kill you. I'm not a
See,
kid.
that's cool.
I'm Son Goku.
Oh, that's weird that she only did it for those two movies.
Early Funimation.
Was it an actual child?
Strange.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. I
That's
don't know.
what
It
felt
sounds
like.
it sounds like an actual child. I think I looked it up and it was, but I'm not
don't
positive.
Think so? Let me
I don't know.
now. Because now
I
I'm
mean,
curious.
Funimation did do that. Like, if you look like Full Metal Alchemist.
Born October 13th, 1976. So no.
No.
Oh, God.
But yeah, the movie takes the plot of Tao and the Crane Hermit sitting there trying to take over Chaosu's kingdom, which what was it called in Japanese? The Fuma? Was it Fuma?
Milan, I think.
Mifan. There we go. Thank you.
Because now Chaozu is an emperor.
Isn't he normally an emperor?
No, he's just a little weird. What the hell are those hopping vampires?
Just
Jiangxi.
Yeah, he's just a Chinese. I thought this was really funny though. Multiple different layers of like how insane it is. This is the most obviously evil a chancellor or whatever has ever been.
Right, he's just outright.
Even worse than the Lord of the Rings movies where he's like melting and is like, yeah.
I killed a man with my tongue. So, do you want to sign up for my payment plan or you want to buy it on credit? I need sugar water. Yeah, no, it was he was pretty obviously evil. As it turns
Here's
out.
my Arnold Schwarzenegger robot from Muscle Tower.
Yeah. Was it Major Metallo? Is that what they called him in the States?
I think that's his name, yeah.
Yeah.
I could not believe that was in here.
I also
It was
really,
the things from the show. It should be in here.
I really liked Chaosu's girlfriend, and I called that shit up front. That was really fucking funny. Xion could not believe that I called the girlfriend thing up front. He was like, how the hell did you call that? And I'm like, I just tried to imagine Chaosu fucking, and I couldn't. So I was like, it's a doll. It's a fucking doll.
I thought it was strange where it's like, oh, they're just making it so he has a girlfriend in this comment.
It's like, no fucking way. It's a
I
doll.
was like, that's a little weird.
Yeah, they already used every female character they had. They couldn't just show one that's already existing that role.
Because here's the thing, right? Why didn't it, like, okay, Dan, so you realized it wasn't a girlfriend. Why didn't you assume it was an animal? I assume Chaosu would be afraid of any animal. I assume Chaosu would be terrified of a dog or a cat.
I'm just thinking of like an Untitled Goose Game. He's just terrified of it.
Yeah. That would be
So I had seen from reviews of these various movies that people in the comments of other videos we don't make said that these movies were meant to like show off the series that they're from. And in more detail, they're supposed to show everything that the current series has to offer, which explains why every character has been shoved and compacted into these movies like this.
Yeah,
that seems insane.
Yeah, it's specifically supposed to show you these are the recognizable characters you will see and like some of the type of stuff that happens in these series.
I like the part where the script basically has a warning on the front of it that says standing room only for the entire cast.
I like they even got Corin in there.
Oh yeah, no, that's actually
I have that in my note. I have that in my notes, right?
So Hale Leon was pointing out that is from one Corin, two the fucking Zenzu beans are also from yet another arc. So he was saying something like this is 3 arcs in one film or some shit, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I mean, it is because
it's the Red Ribbon arc, it's the tournament, and it's the Tau stuff. So
yeah, and then on top of that, they're pulling the Sensu beans from the Piccolo thing. So
the Sensu beans were introduced earlier.
Comment section will determine.
I don't know if them healing you was brought up
that's
sooner.
That's what we were saying. The healing part was
them existing
not
sooner
till later.
Right.
Okay.
See this pot of water? Yes. What's with the pot of water?
Could be like 2 tournament arcs, even if you think about it, because like they haven't heard of the tournament until now, and the second tournament is when they introduced Tien. So they really just condensed 70% of Dragon Ball.
That tournament's really dumb.
If
it's not a tournament.
It makes no sense.
It's not a tournament.
No, not at all.
It's not a tournament.
Could you imagine if the Dark Tournament was this?
Isn't that basically what the qualifier was?
The Turkoro just steps in. It's like, come on. Who cares?
Thank you for bringing up Taguro, Bob, because the large Native American man is voiced by Taguro.
Yes.
I knew that immediately.
I was
the part where he
it.
throws the rock at the helicopter is raw, though.
Yes.
That was fucking incredible.
Yeah, no, this movie still managed to have some cool parts, even though it's a kind of a mess. It was still enjoyable once in a while.
For a movie that has Tien, Mercenary Tau, and a tournament, there sure wasn't a fucking cool fight.
No, there was like
Goku
no
in
one-on-one cool fight.
What are you talking about? ARALE did some badass moves.
She sure did. She had more of a fight scene than most characters in this for some reason.
I made so many noises while watching this. I had to yell, "Here comes ARALE with the steel chair."
Yeah, no, the whole thing does have more of a feel of a weird wrestling match than what you would typically expect from a Dragon Ball Z content.
There were so many surprises.
I feel like we should, because people are saying a lot of things, and I'm starting to get an idea about how people feel about it. Maybe we should throw down a number now and then work through the rest of the categories. How do you guys feel about that?
That's fine with me. If any of us has to change it after our continued discussion, they can do that.
That's fine. We'll lock it in at the end. I feel like everyone feels the way they're going to feel about this, and
yeah, I guess we give our little review here and our number.
I feel like, the nuance of a 45-minute Dragon Ball film that feels like Cliff Notes animated doesn't need to be mulled over through extensive conversation. I feel like people already know how they feel about it.
Sure.
So, Bob, do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll lead the way.
Yes. So, out of 7 points, and then, just tell us what you thought, and then that.
I rated previously Curse of the Blood Rubies completely mid. I put that rate at 4.
Mm-hmm.
This, I actually enjoyed parts more than I did in anything Curse of the Blood Rubies, so I'm putting up 1 point. It's going to be 5, which I feel is too high, but at the same time, I can't have it sitting there where the Blood Rubies are.
Yeah, see, this is why I started lower than you.
Right, that's fair.
That was also why I went with my approach.
I probably should just maybe it's not enough better to be a 5.
Here's the thing, Casey, you did the opposite of Bob. There's got to be something worse than Sleeping Princess and Devil's Castle. It all need a number lower than that.
I will specify that.
Everything's gonna have to every number's gonna have to shoulder 4 movies anyway.
Right. I'm gonna I'm putting this rate at 4. We'll leave it right at 4, right in the middle. Yeah.
Man,
yeah,
because you seem...
I think that's probably where it belongs. Because I feel like there's going to be several magnitudes better than this movie.
I look forward to 2 years from now when we finish and Bob's like, I didn't give 6 or 7 to anything.
Yeah. No.
He was always afraid.
Broly exists.
Dead Zone is next month. Dead Zone has Scott McNeil. I'm excited.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking pumped.
I watched 5 seconds of that the other day to make sure the DVD was working, and he's like, yeah, Goku. And I'm like, oh, shit! It was so good.
So, Dan.
So I think this is the best movie we watched so far. I'm giving it a 4. This is officially the middle of my scale. I don't think it's a great film. That's why there are 3 points above it, but I don't think it's the worst one we've watched. That's why it's not a 2, like Sleeping Princess and Devil's Castle, and that's why it's not a 3, like Curse of the Blood Rubies. I think this is a perfectly mid film. There wasn't a whole lot of points in time where I go, get on with it. This isn't funny. Shut up. What are you doing? Like some of the other ones we watched, it has a pretty fast pace. I found many different moments amusing, either intentionally or unintentionally. Yeah, I'm giving it a 4. How do you feel?
I'm giving this a 2.
Why?
I hate this movie.
Okay.
The fact it so incompetently adapts the better parts of Dragon Ball while having nothing original in it sticks in my craw so fucking bad that I have to rate it lower than the other 2.
Nothing original. Chaosu's an emperor.
Like, what are the coolest parts of Dragon Ball? Mercenary Tao in the tournament where he fights Tien. Oh, this movie's about that. Not really.
The coolest parts of Dragon Ball is now officially ARALE clowning on fucking Tao.
Yes, throwing boulders at him.
The part where Tao just tumbles off of the fucking log and goes, what the hell happened? She's like, hi, I want to play.
When we got to the Dr. Slump shit, my brain shut off. 'Cause like, no. There's 5 minutes left in this movie.
Yeah, she's here to close the deal.
There's 5 minutes left, and we're introducing this shit.
Has to bring in the ringer.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right, Bob.
The fact that Tien's character arc happens without him talking to anyone, basically. Like, it almost entirely happens in his mind.
You know, I haven't watched Dragon Ball Super. This is a bit of a tangent, but it'd be really great if ARALE just showed up and beat Jiren.
She is in an episode of Super.
She was in Super?
Yeah,
all right.
I think she clowns on Vegeta.
She kicks the shit out of Vegeta, and Vegeta looks at the camera and says, I'm never fucking fighting a gag character again.
So, KZ, we're going to need your review.
This was delightful. The previous 2 films, the first one was incredibly boring because it was just repeating the very beginning of Dragon Ball, so there wasn't a lot to work with, and the new material was just crushed by how little time it was given. Sleeping Princess and Devil's Castle was a PowerPoint presentation.
Yes.
that sometimes moved, and even then I think the concepts in it for the most part blew. This condenses a bunch of stuff, but I was having fun throughout. There were some really good lines and sequences, and I do like the different stuff they did. I like the whole Emperor setting. I thought that was all neat. I'm giving this a 3. I thoroughly enjoyed my time.
Very high praise for a 3.
Well, it's his highest score he's ever given.
That's true.
Because I'm thinking about what the previous 2 ones were. And I'm like, I thoroughly enjoyed my time here. The fucking picture moved.
That's all it takes sometimes.
That's all it takes. We're fucking... I'm like... After Sleeping Princess and Devil's Castle, I felt like Master Roshi when he got paralyzed for 5 minutes in this film, when he took the knee to the neck.
I like it's like, he's not dead, but he'll never wake up again. Isn't that being dead?
Oh, the dub was, he's not dead. He'll just be in a coma for a very long time.
So, Bob, you said Mystical Adventure is better than Curse of the Blood Rubies, right?
Yes.
Because you gave them the same score, and we need that nuance because I'm entering some data.
Right.
I'm entering data here. I need to make sure I got this right. I would like to note that because of our scores and Feel being a stick in the mud, I mean a critical reviewer, the first movie is now tied with the third points-wise. They both have 13 points.
Beautiful.
I'm just thinking about it, and I went, I will never want to watch those first two again. This one, because of that final fight sequence, maybe I'd at least entertain it.
I mean, there's so much happening that you might have missed something in general.
And none of it makes sense, so it won't stick in your brain for long.
Right?
Yes.
I would like to note, most of us have a pretty, consistent, like all three non-feels are the best movies 3, the second best movies 1, the third best movies the second one. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's where it gets weird though. Feel says the number 1 film is 1, the number 2 film is 2, the number 3 film. So if he keeps this up, I'm pretty sure by movie 20 his scores will be negative 20. Because it's going down.
Next one's Dead Zone. That's shooting up. That's going to be like a 6.
We'll see.
There's no way Dead Zone is better than this. There's no fucking way.
Dead Zone's going to be in the top 10, if not top 5.
All right. Well, we have a lot of time before that. It is time to move on. The next segment that I have drafted up. Last month we debuted this wonderful segment because there's a lot of bad things to say about characters in these movies. So I have the Yamcha Award. And we get to crown the Yamcha Award to the character you think was the worst. Feel, since you seem to be the most bitter bitch about this film,
jeez,
I will give you the honor of going first.
The Yamcha Award goes to, a guy literally lost a fight to him in this movie, so he has to get it. He's objectively below him.
Okay. I have an issue with Yamcha in this film. I watched this fight twice because there's a part where Yamcha yells Wolfang Fist and defeats him in one blow. He kicks him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Well, Wolfang Fist is really more like his fighting style. So he just basically yelled karate and then kicked him in the face.
I had major problems with that. It's what's keeping it from being a 4. But unnamed random big guy.
Hey, Gregory. Gregory is his name. I remembered.
You have notes.
That's right.
Well, Bob, who gets your Yamcha Award?
I think the obvious answer is Blue, who gets to act cool for one sequence and then immediately in the next scene is owned so hard.
He gets his fucking brain pierced by a tongue. That's nasty.
Yeah, no, within seconds. Like there's no chance. There's no fight scene. He's just destroyed.
It was absolutely tragic. We'll throw it over to Dan.
I'm gonna have to give it to Yamcha.
My God!
Not only was he pathetic during the tournament with the Wolfang Fist, here's a kick, and then I'm gonna pretend my arm did it. Because when they cut back to him, he's clearly doing a "ha-ha, I just punched you." It's like, dude, you kicked him. What are you doing with your arms there? This is real dumb. Not only that, but there was the whole conversation with Bulma where he's like, "Yeah, I'll go." And then she's like, "Why do you want to go?" And he's like, "Oh, I love martial arts and exercise."
You say mashed potatoes.
I like mashed potatoes. No, that's more of a Yajirobe thing. Yajirobe would just be like, "I love mashed potatoes."
I love mashed potatoes.
You know who loves mashed potatoes? My mom.
My mom.
Yeah, Yajirobe would say that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Yamcha. Once this category was brought up, I'm like, Yamcha really earned it this episode. I would love to give it to someone else, but no, that was at least Blue was cool in a scene. Yamcha didn't do that once.
I mean, Yamcha was only defeated because Roshi yelled something at him. Like, he would have taken down the Native American man.
He lost to facts and logic. Is that what you're saying?
Saying he's easily distracted. That's his only downfall in this movie.
Oh, I need to sympathize with him because he has crippling ADD.
Yes.
Nope. Not even once.
Well, if I was going to pick who gets the Yamcha Award for me, it's going to be the big Arnold Schwarzenegger robot guy.
He does do nothing but get owned. You're right.
But he was really funny.
During the finale of this film, he's like, squeeze the child if they try anything. People tried things, still didn't squeeze. After the problem was solved, he tried to throw the child. You're not even following instructions. Also, upon closer inspection, this had every arc of Dragon Ball because he died the same way King Piccolo does. Where Goku just crashes straight through his body.
Yeah. In fact, that's how he did damage to him twice, because the first time he crashed through or he crashed into his jaw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and his head popped off.
And it was like, doink!
They're like, you'll need this. You need your head. I have great news. It's back by popular demand. Our greatest segment of all time is the segment in which I ask you to select a character that you think could defeat Jiren.
Can I suggest alteration of the rules for this movie specifically?
Why? And what would be the alteration?
You can't pick Arale.
That's bullshit.
She's the only new character in this whole thing.
That's bullshit.
Everyone else is old.
That's bullshit. I'm throwing out field suggestion. This is bullshit. This is what This is what we call gerrymandering.
He's trying to eliminate choices. He doesn't even like the film.
Yeah, no, he's clearly trying to gerrymander. Don't let him do that. Fuck this guy.
Yeah. Okay. Dan, you can go first.
Arale.
Yeah, I'm sure Dan had no interest in that.
I'm a defender of the truth, you coward.
Of course it's true. That's why it should have been disqualified.
Arale is fantastic. She has no obvious weaknesses. She is powered by joy. All she wanted to do was play, and then she realized she had to own some jump. She's real great.
The Dodon Ray.
I know, right? What a fucking Chad, Arale. I am now more interested in Dr. Slump than I have ever been. They have succeeded.
Feel. Who could be Jiren?
Well, I'm going to have to say Master Shin, because he got an unbelievable power-up for some reason in this movie where his Dodon Ray is just fucking huge.
Yeah.
It is very powerful.
So Master Shin, Forma de Cinema, could defeat Jiren. Not the normal one, though.
I had it in my notes that it would be a possible Jiren candidate. Which was following the part where he just straight up catches multiple bullets.
Which is actually a callback, because Roshi does that in the first movie, I think. No, it was a callback to the anime, where Roshi does it in the anime, so it's another arc included in this movie.
Very cool.
Now, I feel like... Now, I'm trying to remember the exact the name. All right. Bora. I feel like he could defeat Jiren. That would be the Native American dude. Yeah, he threw that rock that blew up the helicopter. But before that, you can clearly see in the animation, he was pelted by at least 700 bullets before they cut away and then showed that he was holding a rock.
Casey, he's the only one who died in this movie.
He just was like, holding his arms up as he was being shot and was like, this is problematic.
He is so strong, all right? I feel like he could do it. But Bob, maybe you have a better idea.
It's going to be one of those pixies that's flying next to Arale.
I knew it. I was considering picking right pixie and letting you have left.
I have no idea what it can do, but that makes it even more dangerous.
It seemed to stick around for the Dodon Ray, and it was fine.
Right.
It electrocuted him. It tied his ponytail to a tree.
All right, we made it sure without anyone picking Dr. Slum himself. Shows up for like seconds.
Yeah, we've once again made it through the Jiren segment with some really good candidates, everybody. Now, it is time for the main, I guess, our other segment that we came up with last episode, which is the who the bad guy could beat up from the canon Dragon Ball universe. Now,
okay, Casey, who is the bad guy in this movie?
I assume Tao.
He's definitely the muscle, so I feel like we need to go with him.
This is so weird because for once we don't have any original characters.
It's either Shen or Tao.
Yeah, I guess Tao is probably right. It's just weird because
I mean, Blue was clearly.
you're right, Dan. Maybe it was Bulma.
I could be honest. Maybe it was ARALE.
All right. We'll do Mercenary Tao. He was great in the dub. I forgot he was voiced by the dude who's the narrator for Yu Yu Hakusho. And I was like, this is great.
Yeah, isn't he Android 17?
I think that's Shen, but that did throw me off.
Yeah.
I'm like, one of these is 17. One of these is just Yu Yu Hakusho narrator / what's his name?
Ogre.
Yeah.
Ogre.
I believe his real name is George.
Yes, but no respect.
George
he was
spelled like Jorge.
Tao was the narrator in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah. I guess we will choose him. He had one of the best lines in the film in which he got in a car and ran away by going, "All bad men know when to run." And I was like, this is fantastic. All right, and time for the segment in which we are putting a little bit of a twist on it. Last time I assembled 3 characters that could potentially fight against the main villain of the film. And this time we're having each person bring their own wild card character to make it even more exciting. And I guess we'll start with Bob.
Sure. I'm going to bring in the version of Tao from the TV show.
Oh my god.
Clearly a different character.
Motherfucker.
I think he's
Okay.
slightly weaker.
Dan,
Yeah, I think you're right.
do you think Mercenary Tao can beat Mercenary Tao?
I think Bob's onto something with this one. That Mercenary Tao is a little bit less impressive than this one. He seems like he was mostly defeated by himself and some little girl that's able to beat up Jiren. So I think I'm gonna have to give it to Movie Tao. He absolutely could beat TV series Tao.
Okay, that's, yeah, I agree. Phil, do you agree?
I'm gonna have to give it to Mercenary Tao.
That's fair.
Brave.
Phil, give me some.
Okay, I think Mercenary Tao is slightly more powerful than Nikki, one of Garlic Jr.'s minions, the one that has a stereotypical effeminate voice in the dub.
Is he the blue one with the sword arms?
He is the one. Yes.
I'm going to go first. I think Nikki could definitely take down Tao. He is way cooler.
I'm thinking of a sword fight, but instead of a sword, Tao has his tongue.
Tao survived a Kamehameha. Nikki got fucking owned by one.
Okay, that's fair.
This is how Death Battle works, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Nikki would beat Tao. I think so.
Okay.
He was owned by Kamehameha. It was way more powerful than the one Tao survived.
Yeah, that was a stronger Goku.
It was really strong. So I'm gonna have to say Nikki's got Tao's number.
I think they will win definitively for one simple reason. Nikki doesn't have an outfit that on the back says "kill you."
That outfit is all bad. It's so good.
It's so fucking good.
So you're saying Tao would win?
Yeah, definitely.
We're split on this.
In Dragon Ball Z Kyoshu Saiyan, Nikki's power level is 1200. I'm gonna say that's way better than fucking Tao.
Well, he's stronger than Raditz?
Apparently. Thank you, random video game. What?
Okay, hold on. It's starting. We're slowly creeping into Z.
Here's the best part, though. Here's what's up with this video game. Remember who I tried to outsource my Tenchu game to? They made the game that states this. Tosei said that he's 1200 power level.
Okay.
In the Famicom RPG card battle game.
That's one of those card RPGs that I played.
Dan, I need you to propose a character. I need you to do it.
Really quick, somebody scanned Tao in the future with that in the actual series when he was Robot Tao, and we got a power level from him. Has anyone checked that?
No, but that's Robot Tao. That's a completely different dude.
I guess that's a different
Tao's
dude.
not even the same between the movie and the series. So like,
That's true.
Now since Bob interrupted me, I forgot who I chose, so I think I'll go next. And I'm gonna pit. Do you think Mercenary Tao could defeat Cyborg Tao
no
from
way.
Dragon Ball Z
No way. Nope.
and regular Dragon Ball? No way.
No way.
No.
Not a chance.
Cyborg Tao kicks his ass.
He's too cool.
This
Although I
movie
will
Tao
say,
has that
according to
boost.
the video game, Dragon Ball Z Scouter Battle Taiken Kamehameha Aura to Omi to Scouter, Mercenary Tao's power level is 200 million.
That's a lot. Isn't that like Frieza levels?
That is almost twice as strong as Frieza. That was
wanna
a
see
really
that
good
series.
grenade.
I think we really lost out here because looking at the Mercenary Tao wiki article, in the Ocean W with Scott McNeil.
We did not get an ocean dub of this movie, unfortunately.
It is tragic. Cyborg Tao is incredibly raw.
I'll also agree. Cyborg Tao will definitely beat regular Tao.
Well, Dan.
I have my pick. Do you guys think that a Ford pickup could beat Mercenary Tao?
Okay, fuck you. No, we're not allowed to. You're not allowed to pick Ford pickup.
Why not? It had a power level.
Fuck you. No.
This is bullshit. What's with this fucking gerrymandering? This is gerrymandering. You're just moving goalposts, man.
I'm gonna move these fucking goalposts when you say, I don't know, background trash can can beat Garlic Jr. next episode.
The Ford pickup has a real power to it. Okay, fine. God, you can believe this.
I'm sorry, I gotta be a
Can you
shtick.
believe this, Bob? Can you believe this shit? The fucking shit I put up with.
Just for now on, choose only Lord Slug.
Nah, it's okay. I got this.
Oh, please do.
Hey
Please
guys.
do.
Hey guys. Do you think the Tree of Might itself could beat Mercenary Tao? So here's my situation.
What if Mercenary Tao went and got like an axe?
Here's my situation. Mercenary Tao, he's taking it easy. He doesn't have any open bounties. So he's just lying down, relaxing, and then the Tree of Might just keeps sapping the world of its energy, and it starts sapping Tao. He could kill him. I think that's possible.
I mean, what if he just climbs the tree and eats the fruit that makes them strong?
Would that make him stronger than the tree at that point?
That's a major question. He also ripped off pillars. The Tree of Might's just made of tree.
It's made of space
I imagine
tree.
he can.
That's a space tree.
Yeah, I feel like he has the special ability to immediately turn any sort of tree into a projectile he can ride.
Possibly.
So I don't think this tree stands a chance here.
Yeah,
At the same time, he could choke on the fruit of the Tree of Might. That would be pretty tragic and ironic.
I think he's pretty good at chewing. I'm again reminded that Devil May Cry 5 ripped off the Tree of Might.
That's
So
fine.
did Far Cry New Dawn.
So did Naruto. It's
I've
fine.
forgotten about that game, okay, and I beat it.
But if he chokes on anything, that's insane. His tongue can pierce a man's skull.
It's a very strong fruit. I've heard the Foley for that. It sounds like a man trying to eat a giant marble.
Whatever. Raditz is weak. Not
Okay.
Raditz, I'm sorry.
I was like,
Turtles.
Bob's lashing out at Raditz for no reason.
I hate that guy.
Not fair. He seems like an asshole.
Get a haircut.
We still need to see him go Super Saiyan, though.
I'm going to have to shut this down. Did we get votes from everyone? Bob says no. The Tree of Might couldn't kill him.
Yeah, I also say no.
I say no.
God damn you guys. Okay, hypothetically.
Dan's like, damn it, if I picked the truck, you guys would have said
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Hypothetically, if I picked the Ford pickup, would that do something for you guys?
Yeah, because I like the mental image of Tao just getting hit by the fucking car.
God damn it, Casey!
I'm gonna
He has AirPods in.
My answer, yes, because Arale picks up the truck and throws it at Mercenary Tao.
Oh, yeah, no, he definitely would lose that truck.
God damn it. This is bullshit.
That truck's pretty fast.
You're like, I had it. I'm
did.
sorry, you can't pick fucking inanimate objects.
Yeah, which is why I chose a tree, which technically is not inanimate.
I only allowed it because it's a special thing. Where it's like, oh, it's the tree of might. It is an important aspect.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I did something absurd by being like, do you think the dead zone could kill Mercenary Tao? That would just be ridiculous.
Do you think Frieza could defeat the dead zone?
No, he could get fucking owned by the dead zone.
Everyone does.
That's a question for another time.
Fair.
Well, has anyone's thoughts changed at all about this film at all? Do we
No.
need to move anything?
No, every second of that film I spent going, this is the perfect mid. This is the most mid film we've watched so far.
There are some really standout scenes I wish I wanted to talk about, like when Lawrence transforms while on the plane and is like, I need to hijack this plane.
Yeah, she's like, I suddenly have this feeling that I need to hijack this fucking plane.
It was really good.
Yeah, that one line almost takes us up another point for me, but I'm going to let it sit.
Well, so far we have yet to get a film that can get over half its possible score, because together we could get a movie that gets a 28. Our best is 2 movies at 13.
Yep.
And one movie has a 9.
That movie was pretty bad.
A movie may be an overstatement.
Yeah.
And now we've expelled the curse that is original Dragon Ball for now.
For now.
And we'll be entering the maelstrom of Dragon Ball Z.
Rock the Dragon.
Mm-hmm. So Bob will get to tell us what happened next time, thanks to Mr. Feel writing things.
All right, here we go. Out of one dead zone into another. With 3 overpacked TV rehashes done, our heroes move into the content people actually want. But what will this new saga deliver? Or will the next film have too much garlic? Next time on Mondo Cool, Dragon Ball Dead Zone.
What out?
We're out!
The GigaBoots videos for this holiday season have been brought to you by our generous executive producers, Vincent Pover, Nicholas Cameron, E. Lee Broyles, Star Falcon, Spaceman Spiff, Danny Richardson, Dryzart, Red Blaze 27, and Dandy Cageford. Thank you very much to our incredibly important executive producers. And also these guys. If you want to join the fight for good content, then go support us on patreon.com/gigaboots to become an executive producer today.